Hello, hello, grade 2. My voice is better today, thank you. We are going to continue making our story slideshow. Okay? I sent you this email last week, and I'll probably send it again. I sent you the second video. It's this one, to learn how to add images to your stories. It looked a lot like this, and I had scary voice because it was hurting. But I showed you how to add search for images. Watch this video, G2 iCT 5.3 add images. And then you'll learn how to add images. I wanted you to add images to your story that you wrote. Remember back here, we talked about stories. We made a big storyboard with at least 4 pictures. Then we were together when you made your first slide. We're using Google Slides, remember? And then we title and put your name, and then hopefully you made a second slide with your story starting. And then for homework, I was hoping you would add some images, some pictures. Okay, and then this week I'm going to show you how to add animations. Each movement. You can make your digital story more exciting by adding movement to the text and the images, so things will move around. It's animation, it's fun. This is the story I came up with. I showed you this in the video if you watched it. I made one slide, and then I made another one, and I made another one. So I have my whole story is already done. I have type over here, and I have a photo here, all this exciting stuff. Okay? If you haven't done any of that, you can work on that today in class, and you can work on this for homework as well. In our book, it's going to show you how to add animations. In this other program, we're using Google Slides. Remember, when you go to your Gmail, when you log into your UIA account at uia.jp, if you go over here again, you can go to your drive. Whatever you made last week will be saved automatically. I have so much stuff. So hopefully you named yours something like your story title that you remember. Mine was in my iCT folder, in my G2 folder. Okay, again, this is in your drive. This is like where you keep all your stuff. And this is where I have my ball in the tree. And it's the orange or yellow little rectangle. That's the logo. Double click that and it should open up for you. La 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 la. And over here it'll have all your slides. If you've made 2, that's great. If you try to make at least 4, because that's what your story was back here. Remember, it was at least 4 different pictures. You can make as many as you want. I made 5, I think, and a title. Okay, let's see what the book wants to tell us. If you go to page 78, you can use animation to make things move. Click on the animations tab. So I'll show. They want you to move this picture around. They tell you to do all these different things, but this is not what it's going to look like in Google Slides. This is what it will look like. Okay, I'm over here on the left and I'm clicking on the slide. So I want this to move. Whatever you click and select and it's got the box around it, you can make that animate. If you notice over here, it'll say animate. That's how you make animations. Okay, so I want to make this do something. If I click on animate, what happens? Oh, motion. This shows up on the side. Okay. And it says the object animation down here is fade in, and then you have all these choices. Fly in from the left, fly in from the right. Let's fly in from the left. So I go down here and click that one. It jumps up there. On click means when I click the button it'll work. And if we hit play, we can see what it's going to look like. It'll probably go black. And then if I click on the keyboard, ooh-wee! So the picture comes to the side. Okay, and that's exciting. Now I'm going to hit stop because that was just a preview. That's great. You could try to do it with everything if you want, or just the pictures. If I click on this one, if this is not here, where do you find that? It's going to be right over here. Animate, move around. So let's say this one can fade in, fade. Let's stay with fade in, whatever they like. So then we'll go on click again. I'll hit the play button. And I think it'll go first this one, so let's see. That comes in first, and that fades in later. Ooh. So I think you can hit stop. I think you can close this up. Move this one, click and drag, so that happens first. I'll show you now again. So I move that up in the list. So this, whatever's on top will happen first. So let's click. Yay! So our type comes in first, then our picture comes in first. So exciting. Okay, and that's all saved in that first slide. Okay, so try to do that. If you don't have all these other slides, try to make those with some images. Watch that video. I'll send it to you again to learn how to get the images. Another thing I want to show you is you can animate between the slides. When I click this one to go to this one, it's called transition. It's here too. So we're not clicking anything here. If you click something in the slide over here, it's going to say animate. But if you click the whole slide over here and it's got the orange border, then you can do transition, which is like an animation for the whole picture. Watch. Right now it says none, but this one lets you do slide from the right, flip, cube. Let's try cube, okay? And I want to apply this to all slides so that every slide does that. If we hit play, this is what it looks like. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Okay? The way you can test your animations, you go to slideshow up here. It says start slideshow. So I click this. And now here it is. If you hit the buttons on your keyboard, you drew arrows, things will come and go. So I go all the way back to the beginning. Ball in the Tree by Mr. Patron. Click any button I think will work. I did the space bar. And now it's freezing. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that looks cool. Okay, it's getting kind of confused, so I'm going to get out of here. Woo, that was scary. So hopefully that made sense with the animation. Hopefully you can add images, and then we'll look at them next week. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye.